You probably think you know everything about your favorite celebrities. Their movies. Their music. Their red carpet looks. But there's something about some of the biggest names in Hollywood that most people still don't know. Today, I'm counting down 16 celebrities who came out as bisexual, and trust me, some of these are going to shock you. Stay till the end, because number 1. Nobody saw that coming. Let's get into it. Lady Gaga. Let's kick things off with someone who never shuts up about being authentic, Lady Gaga. And guess what? She's walked that walk. Gaga has said flat out, it's not a lie that I am bisexual. Her words, not mine. She's even baked it into her music. Born This Way wasn't just a bop, it was a statement. And when people called it marketing, she clapped back hard. The big lesson here: Gaga doesn't let anyone rewrite her story. Not the media. Not the fans. Nobody. Megan Fox. Now here's one that turned a lot of heads. Megan Fox, arguably one of the most talked about celebrities of the 2000s, told Esquire magazine she had no question about being bisexual. She's even said she believes people can be born bisexual, but social pressure pushes them into boxes. And honestly, she's not wrong. Interesting fact, she said she'd only date lesbian women, not bisexual women. Make of that what you will. Cardi B. Cardi B does not play games. When critics accused her of queerbaiting in 2021, she didn't apologize. She didn't explain herself politely. She simply reminded them she's bisexual, and called herself a whole bisexual on social media. Her message: you don't owe anyone proof of your sexuality. Cardi's energy is a whole masterclass. Own who you are. Don't let anyone demand receipts. Anna Paquin. You know her as Sookie from True Blood. But Anna Paquin made headlines for something way more real. In 2010, she looked straight into a camera for a PSA and said, "I'm bisexual, and I give a damn." Simple. Direct. Powerful. And when people said her marriage to a man canceled her bisexuality, she shut that down fast. Here's the truth she keeps reminding us: who you're with right now doesn't erase who you are. Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie from the Marvel Universe, described her sexuality like it was the most normal thing in the world. "I'm attracted to men and also to women." That was it. No drama. No long press release. In her family, she said, bringing home any partner just requires respect, not a whole discussion. What I love about Tessa's approach: she protects her private life and uses her platform. You can do both. Evan Rachel Wood. Evan Rachel Wood came out in 2014, and the backlash was real. She said it herself: people like things black and white. Gray areas make people uneasy. But she didn't back down. She's been very clear: bisexuality is not halfway between gay and straight. It's its own identity, full stop. And she said something that honestly hit different: I wanted to inspire people to be who they are. Maybe help another struggling, terrified 12-year-old know it's okay. That right there. That's why representation matters. Billie Joe Armstrong. Green Day frontman Billie Joe Armstrong came out as bisexual way back in 1995. In a 1995 interview, he said, "I think I've always been bisexual. I think it's a very beautiful thing." In 1995. Let that sink in. He even argued that people are born bisexual, and that society programs us to think it's wrong. Billie Joe was ahead of his time. And he made it part of punk's DNA: defiance, honesty, no apologies. Kit Connor. Okay, this one is both inspiring and heartbreaking at the same time. Kit Connor, you know him from Heartstopper, was relentlessly pressured online. Fans accused him of queerbaiting. So, in 2022, at just 18 years old, he tweeted that he was bisexual. But his tweet had a sting to it: congrats for forcing an 18-year-old to out himself. He later opened up about feeling too straight to be gay, and too gay to be straight. That loneliness. It's real. And it's created by people who refuse to accept that sexuality isn't black and white. Phoebe Bridgers. Singer-songwriter Phoebe Bridgers described herself as a bisexual woman in straight relationships and admitted it feels weird to keep talking about it publicly. But she said she has no shame in stepping forward. She also pushed back on the idea that celebrities need to be perfect educators about everything. Honestly, she's right. You don't have to be a spokesperson to be valid. Stephanie Beatriz. You know her as the tough, no-nonsense Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But off-screen, Stephanie Beatriz hid her bisexuality for years, terrified it would destroy her career. When she finally came out, she wrote a personal essay celebrating it. And she said something that fans never forgot. I'm still bi till the day I die. She talks about visibility like it's a lifeline, because for some fans, it genuinely is. Lilly Singh. Canadian actress and YouTuber Lilly Singh came out with the most iconic tweet. She literally posted a checklist: female, colored, bisexual, with ticks next to each one, and wrote that these obstacles could become superpowers once you claimed them. Then she went and hosted a late-night show, A Little Late with Lilly Singh, bringing bisexual visibility to mainstream TV. She didn't just come out on social media. She took that energy into primetime. Legend behavior. Lily Reinhart. Lily Reinhart, best known as Betty from Riverdale, came out on Instagram in June 2020 while promoting an LGBTQ+ Black Lives Matter protest. She wrote, "I am a proud bisexual woman." But here's what makes her story interesting: she almost didn't post it. She was scared bisexuality was being treated like a celebrity trend. She posted anyway. Because her truth isn't a trend. It's just her. Tyler Blackburn. Pretty Little Liars actor Tyler Blackburn came out in 2019 and said something that a lot of bisexual people feel. For the longest time, I suppressed more of my attraction to men. He talked about the stereotype that bisexuality is a cop-out, and how that pressure kept him silent for years. But eventually, he chose freedom. "I just want to live my truth," he said. That's it. That's the whole speech. François Arnaud. You might know François Arnaud from the hit show Heated Rivalry. He came out in 2020 with a simple Instagram post. "I've always considered myself bisexual." He said he stayed quiet for a long time because masculinity can be fragile currency in Hollywood. Opening up, he said, was a refusal to let toughness dictate truth. That's a powerful way to put it. Sometimes coming out is an act of reclaiming yourself. Alia Shawkat. Alia Shawkat, from Arrested Development, has one of the most relatable coming-out stories I've heard. When she was 10, her mom asked, "Do you like boys or girls?" And young Alia answered, "I don't know." Years later, as an adult, she said, "Now I consider myself bisexual." Finally naming the feeling she'd always had. She's even linked bisexuality to creativity, saying balancing different energies helped her grow as an actor. Sometimes it just takes time to find the right word for who you already are. Ronan Rubinstein. And at number 1, actor Ronan Rubinstein. Now you might not know his name as well as the others on this list. But his coming out moment? One of the most genuine I've ever heard. In a 2021 interview, he said, "I fully identify as bisexual." Then paused. And said, "I got goosebumps saying that. It feels so good to talk about it. It feels so good to finally be comfortable with it." He grew up in a conservative household. Coming out felt risky for years. But the support of his loved ones and his fans moved him from fear to pride. That moment. That's what this whole video is about. Finding your truth. Saying it out loud. And finally feeling free.